It was like he was just purposely trying to humiliate me.
Paris Hilton is opening up about recently surfaced interviews from her past and how she was treated by the media.
It was just very cruel and very mean.
In a new episode of her podcast, This Is Paris, she recalled her portrayal in the spotlight in the early 2000s, specifically a 2007 interview with David Letterman.
How'd you like being in jail? That's how you
Not too much.
Paris revealed that despite agreeing to avoid any conversation relating to her probation violation at the time, Letterman ignored the request and continued to dig into the subject during her interview.
So there was not supposed to be one question, and then he just kept pushing me, and I was just getting so uncomfortable, and I was so upset. It was like he was just purposely trying to humiliate me. And during commercial breaks, I would look at him, I'm like, please stop doing this. Like, you promised me you wouldn't talk about this. It was just very cruel and very mean. And then after it ended, I just looked at him and I said, I am never coming on this show again. Like that, you've crossed the line.
Paris's sister, Nikki Hilton, who was also on the podcast, pointed out that Letterman wasn't the only one to put Paris in an uncomfortable spot.
Today, you know what would not happen today is Sarah Silverman going on stage at the MTV Awards and making disgusting, vile, perverted statements about pop stars, about people sitting in the audience.
At the 2007 MTV Movie Awards, Silverman took aim at Hilton and used her jail time as material for the opening monologue of the show.
Sarah Silverman did was so disgusting and so cruel and mean. Just to sit in the audience with her, just literally just publicly humiliating me, being so mean, so cruel. I was sitting there wanting to die. I was trying to hold back my tears so hard.
In the podcast, Paris also shared that just hours after Sarah Silverman's jabs took place at the MTV Movie Awards, Paris would be turning herself into jail. She goes on to say that while she was already in a vulnerable state, the jokes at her expense went too far. Silverman has since expressed her regret over her comments, revealing in her book that she felt horribly guilty at the time and even wrote a letter to Paris. Hilton went on in the podcast to acknowledge that she, along with many other women like herself, were targeted by the media.
I would see that with myself, with Brittany, Jessica Simpson. There was just a certain type of girl where they would target them in ways that they would never do to a man.